mother, I'm your father, I'm your father-in-law, I'm your mother-in-law, I'm doing it for your greater good, I'm not allowing you to have your autonomy because I'm protecting you. We know all of those gaslighting statements. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about different ways culture influences narcissistic behavior and traits. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So, I mean, in history, in present time, we get to see that, you know, people with narcissistic traits were rewarded, were appreciated and respected, and they, made their way to the top level, whether being a CEO or being a leader or a king or ruler, whatever it is. So somewhere or the other, narcissistic traits and tendencies, are appreciated, are encouraged. Yeah, people see them as better leader, people see them as someone who can lead us, someone who can control us. Yeah, that's how people look at them. In today's time, of course, we look for that rational mindset. Yeah, someone who is not fanatic. But in the past, if you see, fanatics were revered, fanatics were those individuals who were seen in a very good way. Yeah, and they were encouraged, enabled and rewarded, yeah, with good positions. So a lot of these kings, queens, people in politics, they did display a lot of narcissistic tendencies. Religious heads, yeah, spiritual teachers, they did display a lot of narcissistic tendencies, and as a result of which they were seen as a good person, someone who can uphold their moral values, someone who can lead us, someone who can protect us. Yeah, so I mean, there are a majority of such folks around us who like narcissistic individuals, who like being controlled, who like being you know um, said what to do, who like being led. Yeah, so these folks were there back in time as well, and they used to celebrate narcissists. Yeah, and they used to see them as the tough one, the difficult one, someone who can go to any extent. Yeah, uh, for our betterment, for the welfare of the kingdom, for the welfare of the community. Yeah, though we know that it's not, something which is good, but these folks, I mean, like the submissive folks, really, worshipped such a display of power, such arrogance. Yeah, one such way that culture influences narcissistic behavior and trait is that we get to see that because of cultural norms and values, um, there is a special space for this entitlement and self-centeredness. Yeah, so it is expected from a person who is supposed to be the leader or the ruler to be someone who has extreme sense of entitlement. Yeah, when they display these things, people perceive it as leadership skills. Yeah, they don't see that this is pure narcissism. They don't view it from the rational perspective. They just see that he's powerful, that's why he's so aggressive. He's powerful, that's why he has this extreme sense of entitlement. He's demanding what is rightfully his. Yeah, we know that they don't deserve, but they can go to any extent. Yeah, to display that they are worthy, they are someone who should get all that attention and admiration. They keep displaying, they keep trapping the victims, they keep getting them on board. But we know that such a behavior and trait is narcissistic in nature. Yeah, it's nowhere healthy. I wouldn't demand, attention from random strangers. I would demand attention, validation from my loved ones. Yeah, but these narcissistic individuals, they want to bag in as much of validation they can, as much of admiration they can. They want to be the center of the universe, and we know that they do a lot of dirty thing, to get all of that, to reach there. The saddest thing is that, we misunderstand, we misinterpret, entitlement and self-centeredness as, leadership skills. Leadership skill is not, demanding, attention. Leadership skill is not, having this entitlement inside of, someone. Leadership skill is that I will do something which is good for the realm, I will do something which is good for people. Yeah, and I will do something which, empowers them. I will not do something which enslaves them to me. Yeah, that is the difference. Narcissistic individuals are all about I, me, myself. Yeah, their name, their image, their convenience, everything them. What happens to the others is none of their concern. A good leader will be concerned about others' well-being as well. A good leader won't be, mindlessly ruthless in taking decisions. A good leader would, look into the pros and cons. A good leader would always, see and prioritize the greater good of the others before his personal interests, needs and desires. Yeah, so, these qualities, are often replaced with the narcissistic qualities. Someone who is more abusive, someone who is more toxic, someone who is more aggressive, someone who has this extreme sense of entitlement, someone who displays self-centered behavior. They are, seen as, potential leaders. Someone who can lead me, someone who can lead us. Yeah, this problem happens because, um, with time, a lot of toxic things, has been culturally appropriated. Yeah, it has become a norm, it has become value. Yeah, the more toxic you are, the more authoritarian you are, and that's how we get to see a lot of toxic femininity, toxic masculinity around. Yeah, the more toxic you are, the more whacked out, the more irrational, the more erratic, aggressive you are, the better you are. Yeah, you are seen in high regards, you are seen and respected. Yeah, we have seen, individuals like Andrew Tate and a lot of the others who are, extreme in what they say. Yeah, who really belittle everyone else. Yeah, to fuel and inflate their ego. So in today's time, we can, differentiate between what is toxic and what is healthy. Yeah, but from past, I mean, from ancient time, a lot of abuse has been normalized, and it has been, made a norm. The more toxic and ruthless you are, the better person you are, the more powerful person you are. People will respect you. Yeah, people will not respect you for being rational, but people will respect you for being, an extremist. People will respect you and fear you if you are a fanatic. Yeah, and that's how we get to see a lot of, these extremism, fanaticism around. Yeah, what is it? I mean, it's all cousins of narcissism. Yeah, it's my way or there is no other way. It's my way or you'll have to, leave this world. Yeah, so in history also we have seen a lot of those, toxic things and, horrible, things happening, people doing to the other people, other community, various kinds of genocide, ethnic cleansing. What are these things? These are, simple, acts of narcissism, which is, going out of hand. That's it. Yeah, these are, works of narcissists. These are not works of a rational individual. I mean, what can you expect, from a fanatic? Would he or she like to hear the other side of the story? No, They will keep blowing their own trumpet, and they'll keep, shaming you. They will keep minimizing you and belittling you. And the same thing we get to see with these toxic masculinity advocates, toxic femininity advocates, all those advocates who are just aggressively, promoting lunacy. Yeah, they are not promoting and encouraging rational mindset. They are just encouraging, it's my way or there is no other way. I'll end your life. Yeah, you don't deserve to live if it's not my way. Yeah, that's how sick it gets. So yes, culture has appropriated a lot of abuse, under the guise of norm and values. Yeah, the more abusive you are, the more toxic you are, the more ruthless you are, the more entitled you are, the more self-centered you are, the more powerful you are. Yeah, and the more powerful you are means you are, the one who can lead us, educate us, protect us, yeah, teach us. The other way, culture has appropriated narcissistic abuse and narcissistic behavior and trait is, through family dynamics. In a lot of society, in a lot of cultures, we get to see there is a kind of a hierarchy. The head of the family and the other ones, are there to serve him or her, and do the things that is suggested by the head. Yeah, and it's very much possible that such institutions, such roles are misused. Yeah, and that is the reason we get to see a lot of toxicity in joint family setups, a lot of problems happening, a lot of abuses there. Yeah, I mean, toxic parents, toxic in-laws, harassing their children, abusing their children, dowry, female feticide. I mean, what is all of this? I mean, why is all of such things happening? Because there is someone who is powerful and who is exercising things which has been culturally appropriated. Yeah, and that person happens to be on the top role. Yeah, on the top of that pyramid. So they get to exercise anything and everything. Yeah, and that's how we get to see a lot of these bad stuff happening around. Yeah, where these authority figures with extreme sense of entitlement, um, they think they can do anything and get away with it. Yeah, the society around also enables, so what, he's your father, so what, he's like your father, so what, she's your mother. So people have been abusing their roles. Yeah, but we get to see these enablers saying, no, your parents are like gods, no, your this is like god, your owner is like a god, your employer is a god, this and that, things we get to hear. We can't deny, I mean, at least I get to hear this in India. Yeah, every goddamn thing is somewhere or the other seen as god. If a politician gives some perks before election, people, poor people, and some of the people who are not that evolved and educated, they start worshipping that politician as god. That politician becomes the new god. They make a temple for that politician. So a lot of madness is there, and that's the reason I often suggest that we need more education, we need more awareness, and that's how we are going to in a way sanitize the roles. Yeah, we are going to sanitize such institutions. Marriage now has become really horrible. You get to see maximum amount of abuse happening uh, by those who are in those parental roles. Yeah, the caregivers, they get to abuse anyone left and right, and they can get away. I'm your mother, I'm your father, I'm your father-in-law, I'm your mother-in-law, I'm doing it for your greater good, I'm not allowing you to have your autonomy because I'm protecting you. We know all of those gaslighting statements. So yes, culture influences narcissistic behavior and traits, you know, uh, with these kind of family dynamics. Yeah, where you have to respect the one who's the eldest. You cannot speak, you cannot speak your mind, you just have to blindly be a devotee of that old person and follow whatever he or she says, even though he or she is wrong, even though he or she is suggesting nonsense. You just have to follow, obey. And that's how you will get somewhat the good girl title, the good boy title. If not, you will be scapegoated. If not, you will be subjected to a lot of different kinds of abuse on psychological, physical level. So it's very essential that with knowledge, with awareness, we sanitize such roles, we sanitize such institutions. Yeah, marriage is a sacred institution, but now it's become a commercial setup. Parenting was a very good thing. Yeah, healthy parents bring about healthy individuals and they raise them well, and when the time is right, they set their children free. But these narcissistic individuals, they ruin all of those institutions. Marriage has been spoiled. They started making everything transactional, dowry, domestic violence, domestic abuse, all of that in such institutions. What is it? It is because someone is abusing. It is because someone feels entitled that they can do anything and they can get away with it. It is because they have an ecosystem around that enables them and supports them and encourages them. Yeah. So we need to do a lot of awareness work, and also we need to you know educate people that roles are to support, protect, encourage, and help each other grow. Roles are not to inflate your ego. Roles are not to bag in compliments and attention. Roles are not to abuse the other under the guise of love and affection. Yeah. So that is there. The other way culture influences narcissistic, behavior and trait is through different communication style. So the stronger one gets to speak, the weaker one gets to keep his or her mouth shut. Yeah. That kind of a communication simply tells us that it's not a healthy setup. Yeah, where only the powerful gets to speak and the weaker ones needs to just follow blindly. What is it? That is narcissism. That is narcissistic trait and tendency. Yeah, that I will speak my mind, but your feelings, your emotion, your needs will be invalidated, minimized, and you will be shamed for having needs. Yeah, for having an opinion, you will be shamed for having an opinion. So these kind of communication styles further, you can say, emboldens the narcissist. Yeah, because there is no open and equal communication. Yeah, only one person gets to decide for everyone. Yeah, only one person gets to lay out the rule. Only one person is the leader, the others just have to follow. Yeah, so there is no open communication, there is no direct communication. Yeah, it's only as per just one person. That's it. Yeah, it's his or her way, and that's it. So this kind of a communication style really I would say encourages and empowers narcissists. Yeah, where they have the authority to speak anything and everything. They can evade any kind of responsibility and accountability. The others have to listen to them. Yeah, because they are in that role. Yeah, being the head of the family, being the head of the institution, being the head of whatever the setup is. Yeah, so they get to speak and not the others. Yeah, in a healthy environment, healthy setup, everyone gets to speak. Yeah, I mean, communication is exchange of thoughts and ideas. Yeah, communication is where you tell your bit, I speak my bit, and we foster a healthy output. We foster an output, or you can say we you know come to a healthy conclusion. Yeah, we don't conclude with people having different kinds of conflict inside of them. Yeah, everyone gets to speak and express their views and opinion. Yeah, no one is shamed for having, different thoughts and ideas. No one is, belittled for having an opinion. Yeah, so these kind of communication style, in a way, encourages and empowers narcissistic behavior and traits. Yeah, these kind of communication style, fuels, a narcissist's ego. Yeah, where he gets to speak, the others don't get to speak. And also, in the past, we do see examples of individualism. Yeah, and individualism leads to, self-centeredness. Yeah, and an entire community is, created around it. An entire, society is built around it. Yeah, where, there is only one master who gets to do anything, who gets to guide me, who gets to punish me, and that's it. And he is, put in that position, yeah, on that pedestal where he is seen as the right one. Yeah, so any kind of a community or religion or culture that, promotes and advocates individualism is a kind of a red flag. Yeah, because um, I mean, we know that all these kind of, things are only encouraged by the ecosystem. Yeah, those who want the narcissist to lead so that they are also benefited, and when their time comes, they can, become full-blown narcissists and enjoy the perk of being a narcissist. Yeah, exercise control, you know on the others, abuse others, exploit others, demand more attention and admiration, and simply get away, from all those bad things that they do. They evade all kind of accountability and responsibility. So yes, communication style, I mean, uh, especially these kind of communication style where, aged people are allowed to speak only, they are right, they, are wise, and the leaders are allowed to speak, others are not allowed to speak, others just have to do what they want you to do. Yeah, we get to see a lot of these religion also build around the same concept and idea. Yeah, someone, the agent comes, and the agent has visitations from some, divine realm, and the agent gets to decide everything. Yeah, we rarely, check the authenticity. Yeah, I mean, this could be because, lack of education and awareness, that, people started, seeing sick individuals, or someone who has delusion, or someone who has schizophrenia as their role models and leaders. Yeah, because of, all of that, them experiencing delusion, and people interpreting, those, situations and incidents as, divine revelation. Yeah, and with time, an entire culture community is built around that. Yeah, someone who was suffering from some mental health condition, made a cult. Yeah, and people like it, people enjoy it. Yeah, because that cult, provides a specific group, a specific gender, more power over the others. The cult is all about us versus them. We are right. Yeah, we follow this. But who can testify? Yeah, what is right, what is wrong? Yeah, everyone's life is different. Everyone's path is different. Everyone's challenges in life is different. Yeah, so there is no one rule. Yeah, one rule for all is narcissism. That's it. When you appoint a narcissistic person as your leader, there will be one rule for all. Yeah. I mean, there will not be, different rules for different individuals depending on their circumstances, ability, situation, issues that they are, experiencing. You know, Such a rational approach we don't get to see in, history. Yeah, and that's how a lot of, cults came into existence, a lot of religion came into existence. Yeah, where, all of that delusional outbreaks, all of that, schizophrenic episodes, and all of that was, appropriated, yeah, as, divine intervention. They are communicating with some other realm, some other being, and what was the result? A rule was sent. Yeah, a rule book was handed, do's and don'ts. If you don't, you're going to suffer. So it's the, I mean, I personally believe that some of the religion, it's the work of narcissistic individuals and their flying monkeys. Yeah, because I mean, a religion should nourish you, a religion should empower you, a religion should nourish your mind and soul. A religion shouldn't teach you that you are cool, the other is not cool, you are going to enjoy heaven, the others are going to burn in hell. I mean, I personally, disagree if such things are being taught and, propagated, by any religion. If that is the case, I think that religion, is, an artwork by the narcissist to further manipulate, control, and keep people on hook. Yeah. Otherwise, religion is basically to nourish you, yeah, empower you, where you can seek refuge, where you can grow, evolve, recharge. Yeah. Religion, I don't think is something that will educate you that you are superior, the other one is bad. Yeah. And you can do anything with the ones who differ from your point of view. You can just do anything with them and get away with doing anything, and that's it. And still you will go to this promised land, heaven, or whatever it is. Yeah. So yes, these are, the different ways, culture influences narcissistic behavior and trait. Yeah. And with time, a lot of nonsense, gets appropriated, and it becomes a part of our society, norm, values. Yeah. Not every person with gray hair is experienced. Not every person with gray hair uh, knows everything. Yeah. I mean, there can be, young geniuses as well. Yeah. So, yes, we need to have an open mind. We need to create more awareness. We need to have empathy. We cannot see things through one lens. Everyone has their own way, everyone has their own course to follow. So, yes, I mean, we should have empathy, we should respect everyone the way they are. And that's the beauty of us being human. I mean, we have, a functioning brain, and that enables us to, express gratitude, express remorse, take responsibility and accountability of a bad behavior. Yeah. Not withhold love and affection, display and, give love and affection to those who need. Yeah. Do acts of kindness, help people. I think that's the only way, with the help of which we can make a better world. We cannot make a better world by sticking to something which is very ancient, prehistoric, without any evidence, which just, tells us that we are the ones, who deserve to be in that promised realm. Others will be burning. We are the good one. The others are the wrong one, bad one. Everyone has their own uniqueness. Everyone has their own ups and downs. We are not the ones who should label. Yeah, our duty is not to label. If we cannot support, if we cannot help, if we cannot motivate, yeah, we shouldn't go around labeling people to fuel and boost our ego. Yeah. I mean, judging people is very simple, easy, and it gives a very quick boost to those who judge, because they don't want to use their brain, they don't want to see and understand their side of the story. They don't believe in letting people the way they are. Yeah. They want everyone to join their gang, be their way, and that's it. Yeah. That's lunacy. We know that is narcissism. So yes, this was it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.